Welcome back, Overwatch fans, to another amazing night.
We have a fantastic match tonight, no question about it.
Oh my god, yes!
Put the barrage! Make sure they can't even follow up afterwards.
And Wash is down 2 in this fight thus far. Make that 3, make that 4 right now here. Dynamic team gets a 4-man tire.
Those who find the picks will save the fight, and they don't really need to save what they've already won.
100 gets 3 with the primal rage.
Experience tranquility.
All right, everyone, our champions have been decided. And now it's time for goofing around. I had a really long intro planned in my head, and then I realized it's All-Stars, and I just decided to throw out the window and use my soundboard instead. And I'm Zohan, joined by Ty, and we're going to be watching the Harmony NA tier tonight.
Yeah, the Harmony NA All-Star game. It's always a fun little bit. As you know, I did most of the games last season, and that was a lot of fun. At least I think so. You can disagree. If you do, kindly leave the room. But it's going to be a lot of fun this year, too. And if you disagree, again, kindly leave the room. But, I mean, as usual, we always have somebody we are going to be interviewing during each map. You know, it's just to give it a little bit of spice, give it a little bit of fun, give the community a little bit of insight to how each of the teams are going and what each of the players are thinking about in said teams. And our first, I'm not sure when they're going to be dragged in, but will be Kaden. I'm not sure. I don't quite remember which team they were on. I think they were on one of the final 2 teams. I can't remember. Manager Fahrenheit. And then played for, oh God, Squall. Okay, thank you, producer Booth. Again, I always say it. Thank your producers. They do so much work. You don't quite realize, guys. But yeah, played for Squall. And was this the player that you said was affiliated with the Dallas Fuel?
They work for the Dallas Fuel. They're
Work
not
with the Dallas Fuel. Affiliated. Yeah, affiliated is the correct word there.
But guess what? Hi. You know what time it is?
What time is it? It's 8:36. Oh my God. Okay, our first map is going to be Rialto. They're going to be playing standard 2-2-2 compositions on set roles. We will have Caden joining us in any moment, and it will be a lot of fun. And as always, you know the team names Indigo and Aurum. I pronounced them right. If you think it's Aurum, then you need to get a pair of glasses.
I mean, technically, if you're going based on the actual Latin, because it is a Latin word, it's Aurum. So, you know what, Ty?
Yeah, I do have that one. Locked and loaded in the bag. And you know what else we have in the bag? Caden, who has now joined us to watch the game. How are you doing tonight, Caden?
I'm doing so good. I thought I was going to be subbed in here and I was going to get to play support. And then I was informed that the interview was happening during the map. And apparently that's not ideal for comms. So
Last time I checked, that's usually the case.
A little bit hard to communicate with your teammates while also talking to the casters about your love life.
oh, my
So
love
I
life
have a
is
question.
boring.
Do you like Spy X Family?
Why are we? This is
I
not a-
mean, maybe a little bit.
Just a little bit? I'm
Just a
totally
little
not
bit.
judging it based on, what's like happening in Discord at all.
Yeah, definitely
No.
not, my
Yeah.
profile picture as well as my
Yeah.
husband's and our like fake son. Yes.
My I wish I was matching with my partner, but I can't really match Gojo with anyone. And Gojo's a little too funny. Anyway,
Yeah.
Ty, what do you think of these compositions in our very serious casting?
Well, one team is on a very, very serious composition. The ball, tracer, and all of that fun stuff. It's a very standard composition. You see a lot. The other team is playing Widow Genji, which is much more fun to watch, so they get my vote for better team. What are you feeling, Caden?
Well, I have to go for Team Aurum because that's my team, right? Like, that's
Well,
how
yeah,
it
but
works.
you're allowed to be a traitor. They don't have to know.
But I like PVB. He's one of my old like fuel cord kiddos.
Well, okay, I was about to say he would have hit
yes!
that shot, but
Yes!
there you went.
My
Okay.
boy.
Okay,
My
that's
boy!
kind of nasty. You must have some good genes if that's your son.
Yeah, PvP popping off
I-
there, and Zorthcore as
just-
well.
I claim like all of my fuel cord pugs kids, whether they showed up once or not. Oh man.
It's a very big family that you're collecting there. It's like
Yes.
it's like trading cards almost, but with people's lives.
Wait, should I go put on my SF Shock jersey? Is that
No.
is that an applicable thing to do right now?
I don't know. If you're
Oh wait. I said the thing.
applicable. There was a thing we had earlier about the word applicable. Don't question it.
Affiliate.
Affiliated, sorry. Affiliate, not applicable. But not worried about it.
I'm so
I know
glad the cameras are not on right now because
I
I'm
know.
laughing way too hard. Alright, so we have Nano Brig versus Nano Ryan, which means Nano Brig will always win, as it happens here.
Raid boss versus Reinhardt. You stand no chance.
Exactly. I mean, I honestly, I wish all of All Stars was just release Brig, and just only have release Brig the entire time.
Booth didn't like the sound of that, but at the same time, I remember playing 6v6 Brig when she first came out, and it was so chaotic and so fun. Nobody realized how broken she was because everybody was broken.
Oh, good times.
I agree. And on the topic of releasing heroes, Caden, I want to ask you. You have the opportunity. I ask this every single person who gets interviewed. They get put on the spot by this. You have, yeah. You get to design any character with any design in any role you could possibly want. You want a tank with 300 HP and they absorb damage with a magic black hole. Go ahead. That's Sigma. I don't know. I accidentally made Sigma,
Sigma has
but
400 health.
yeah, close enough. But
400, actually, no,
anything
it's
you could
450.
possibly want, what would it be?
Anything I could possibly want. Okay, well, I've been playing Oh, he died. I've been playing far too much Minecraft. And so I'm gonna say I would like a support player as a support who they have like on Minecraft. There's like the Thorns enchantment where if you get hit, the other person takes damage like a little bit. So that would be much appreciated as an Ana OTP who is tired of flankers and Doomfist. So that would be kind of cool. I'd be up for that. So if you get You know, if they start trying to flank you or do funky things, then they have to pay for it with a little bit of health too.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool. But also, what's pretty cool is Widowmane dominating your team. Just want to bring that up.
We don't talk about that. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I like it.
It's fine as he gets another kill.
What's happening is Orm is letting them move the point further just so we can see more of the map. You know, because if they
This
full
new
hold,
map nobody's seen.
then yeah, like it's, you know, we want to be able to see so much more of the new Rialto map. You know, brand new map just came out. I heard they're gonna put a push bot on it at some point when the 5v5 starts, but they can't do that while there's 6 players because there's too many entities on the map. So
That does sound like a very Overwatch thing.
Hot take. Push is not as exciting as escort. I'm just saying it now.
I think
I'm sorry, world.
I agree
think
with
that's gonna
that.
become a common consensus in the Overwatch community where
Yeah.
people have even started saying 2CP is better than push, and I'm
I
not
like
going to say which side of the
2CP.
argument I'm on. I'm not going to say which side of the argument I'm on because I would get butchered alive for it.
You like 2CP, don't you?
I like 2CP. It's my second favorite map type.
It is. It's great. Thank you, Ty, for agreeing with me. And also, did you know that the only map in the game with a statue that has eyelashes is
This is
Volskaya
my
Industries?
thing, Zohan. This is my thing, Zohan. Don't take my thing, Zohan.
The most obscure reference.
No, anytime you cast with Ty, people, the entire time you're on Volskaya, he's like, do you see these eyelashes?
Hey, did you know that that Volskaya Industries is the only map in Overwatch that has a statue with eyelashes?
Oh my god.
Did you know that, Caden?
I actually did not.
Well,
I don't
you're
think
the
so.
only person in the Tranquility server who didn't know that.
Now I know.
So before Overwatch 2 comes out, you need to do some Dallas Fuel event, and it has to be the Volskaya eyelashes. And that's the
Literally.
entire event.
I don't know how that
Oh
would
my-
work out.
It could be like you do your makeup like the Volskaya Industry eyelash.
No.
It's,
Oh my god.
it's an interesting event idea. I'm not sure if it's feasible or good, but
I mean, it's one of
It's an
those
idea.
things.
It is an
It's
idea.
one of
I'll
those
give you that
things,
credit.
and it's definitely good. That's the thing. That's it's not feasible, but it's
hey,
good.
your son got a kill. I'm so proud of
You
him.
know.
Oh man.
They captained the entire time. We were just talking about 2CP.
Yeah. And
Yes,
just,
again.
just out of curiosity, Caden, what teams were you affiliated with this season in Tranquility?
In Trank, I managed the F2 and 4 Transcendence team. We don't talk about it. Oh no.
Oh, another shot.
And then
Alright, go on.
no. I started out as manager for F972 getting it going, but then I ended up passing that off to Dino so that I could play DPS for Squall because they needed a DPS player, and I learned how to play more than May, and it was honestly really fun. Will
What
I
other
ever
heroes
play
did you
DPS again? No.
What other heroes did you learn?
Pharah was a big one, and Sombra. I ended up playing mostly Pharah for Trank games, and then just a little bit of May and like Junkrat, because you know, Plat.
Yeah. May Junkrat's the old plat special, but
The
you know,
Plat guy. But yeah, my
Plat
Pharah
guy, yeah.
actually got to a decent spot, and I had a lot of fun with her. So that was surprising for me, because I always considered myself an absolute trash tier DPS player. So that was exciting to be able to play DPS and like not be awful.
sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, Squall's good peeps. I love the Stormorg.
No one can hide from my
Nice Stormorg peoples.
Zohan, I'm passing it to you. Couldn't tell. Zohan?
I'm gonna take an awkward silence just to make it seem like you're not passing it to me.
Ruler.
That's how it
Okay,
is.
okay. And anyway, and welcome back, everyone. We're in the final 5 seconds of this fight.
What a
Is anything
sleep.
gonna happen with it? And oh my god, that sleep! That calls for a. That was incredible. And yeah, it's overtime and it's done. Ty, take that from here.
Yeah, your boys, Caden. They're doing
Yes!
good.
I'm so proud.
I like don't know how to cast when it's mostly just joking around. I don't know what to say anymore.
Ah, well, you see, you've exited your territory and entered my domain. No
wait, you're
longer in
saying-
the
wait.
official organization tournament, and
Are
now
you saying
just having
Ty?
fun and talking about nothing. Did you know that Volskaya?
Oh no.
Volskaya has a mustache. Oh no, eyelashes.
Mustache.
Mustache.
There is a statue.
It's an eye mustache.
Eye
An
mustache.
eye mustache.
It's an
Yeah,
eye
that's
mustache,
the-
but it shouldn't be connected like a mustache. Or it should. You know, some people.
Instead of like a unibrow, you have like unilashes that just go like all the way.
So well, no. So they've taken like 3 years to balance the game, add 3 characters, but the actual change they've been spending this last 2 years on was adding a mustache to the statue. That is what happened.
The important things. The important things.
Well, I'm pretty sure there is a statue. There's only one statue in Overwatch that has a mustache, and it's in Overwatch 2. So, I mean, I guess that I can start using that if they ever give the Volskaya statue mustache. Then, I mean, I don't know. You know, Caden, I had a thought about 2CP. They said that they're going to get rid of it, but they still need to reuse those map assets somehow. So, what kind of game mode do you think those maps could fit around?
Oh. Deathmatch?
Sure, they are good deathmatch maps. Paris
They're just gonna
especially.
be deathmatch maps. I don't know, because I actually like, honestly, the 2CP maps I really like aesthetically.
Just what I needed.
Yeah, like
okay.
great maps.
I mean, you can play on the moon.
Yeah, like Hanamura Winter, beautiful. But
Oh, sorry, go on, Peyton.
I don't know. I don't know like what kind of like game mode you would do with those other than either just deathmatch or like maybe splitting it into some sort of like mini like blitz version of Control, and you split the map in half.
I like that.
Yeah.
I was
Okay,
thinking
so,
personally,
well,
like
so
a
no,
3CP.
Ty.
Sorry, go
Ty,
on.
concept. So what happens is you take these maps and you have 2 points that you need to attack and take over.
At the same time.
No, not at the same time. You do it one after the other. And so you attack onto one phase, and then the spawn, after you capture that point, you have to capture the next point. And you know, they change how the spawn works. And you have to then capture the second point again. You have to capture the second point, and you have to do it faster than the other team does. And we call it 2CP.
Man, that sounds like garbage, but PvZ is popping off.
You said
I'll let you
PvZ,
finish.
Plants vs Zombies is popping.
I'm gonna let you finish, but PvP is kind of going beast
Oh,
mode.
you said Plants vs. Yeah. Okay, so we're currently watching Plants vs Zombies. Our Widowmaker is the zombie killer.
Oh, you
Widowmane
caster
is-
cursed my
oh.
child!
Well,
It's 'cause
he
you know
was
what
going sicko mode, and now he's
Take it
not. He's
back!
just sick.
No, Widowmane heard that and then went. That's what happened, right?
Don't stop using the Morbin time one. That makes me
I've never.
uncomfortable.
I can't tell you how many games I played recently where I yelled "It's Morbin time" in the chat so many times that I got muted.
I believe it.
Oh
I'm
man.
a functioning adult. I promise everyone.
I believe it. I also believe Sleepy G is the G, apparently. Good.
Yeah, so currently, yeah.
Yeah, do better. Yeah, how about you do better, Booth? Come on, get in the casting booth,
Wait,
huh?
Booth, please get in the casting booth. Booth is way funnier than.
Yeah, you think you're so much better than me, huh, Booth?
Does Boost still sound like Jeff Kaplan?
What a shot!
Wow. Wait. All right.
I didn't do a throwback.
Thank you, Caden.
You're welcome.
So there's 40 seconds left on this point, with 3 meters to go. Everyone, Caden, as our guest caster today, how are you thinking this is gonna go for PvP? PvP.
clearly he's gonna pop off here and get like a 4K, and then they're gonna cap, and we're gonna see free space.
Hey, can we just drop the casting? Can we just have fun?
No, Caden, I want you to tell me how you feel about doing your first ever caster curse.
Oh, that's not my first one.
Well,
oh snap.
So one last question before this map inevitably ends, because it's inevitably going to end. You recently, of course, started as the event manager, if I remember correctly, for the Dallas Fuel or something like that.
Community manager, yeah.
Community manager. Sorry, you're right. My bad.
I was waiting for you to say wrong team entirely.
Yeah, the community manager for the Toronto Defiant.
For the Seoul Dynasty, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Seoul, my other team.
I'm sure it's been a long road where like that sounds like just an accomplishment to somebody like me. Nice shots. But how do you feel being up there with the Overwatch League now?
Honestly,
how does it feel to be Caden Overwatch now?
To be Caden Overwatch, yes.
Yeah.
I am now the co-creator of esports. No, it was honestly so surreal to get here. And it's just been really fun being able to actually have like the official title and also have a small paycheck behind it, because it's part-time job for me. It's not I didn't leave my main job. It's still part-time for me, but it's been so great being able to do it and actually be officially involved. And we went to Kickoff Clash that was here in Dallas 2 weekends ago. Yeah, it was wild getting to go as someone officially a member of the Fuel staff and like run around with like Lindsay and be like part of like the hype like crowd or whatever, like get everyone going and everything. So
and just spin, if you don't mind, Zohan, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Like a spin-off question to that previous one. If you do have a favorite player out of the Dallas Fuel roster, who would it? Do you have a favorite player, or is it not? Is it like a disconnect there?
I'm gonna say that just as of right now, my favorite player would probably be Hanbin, and it actually has nothing to do with the gameplay, because like they're all amazing at the game. That's why they're pro players. But I don't know if y'all seen on Twitter. Yeah, but like I've taken the dogs there for like little visits and stuff, and Hanbin's always the one that's like the most like interactive with them. At least so far. It's only been a few times. I think the others maybe like they'll like warm up to him, but he's always the one that immediately is like interacting with them and playing with them and stuff. And Rush, the coach, he'll come over and like play with the puppy. It's funny, which is great because then I get to take home a tired puppy. So yeah,
fun.
So right now Hanbin, followed closely by Gurdio and Sparkle for the same reason.
They like dogs. That's it.
Yes. So like, if you are a player and you come up and you play with the dogs, then you're automatically on like my top tier list of Overwatch League player. Yes. It's like I'm a simple person.
Zohan? Hello?
Hello. Yes. I don't know where we're sending it to, but we're sending it to something.
We're sending it to Havana. Thank you.
We're sending it to Havana.
Joining us.
Thank you, Caden, for joining us. I've had 5 people in my ear just telling me what to say right now. So thank you, Caden.
High Quality Gaming
us.
is a professional organization.
I just was told to pass it on, so I was like, yeah, we're gonna keep going. I'm like, we're gonna take it from here. We're going to Havana next. We're joined next now by QB. It's gonna be a lot of fun here.
Yeah,
it's still gonna be 2-2-2s. I'm honestly like, I'm just waiting for Goats Row, and then I'm gonna be hyped.
Yeah, Grimm's Row on the Goats. That's always gonna be a throwback, and potentially could. I mean, I don't think the staff have made any decisions, but based on the fact that the Overwatch 2 full PvP release is happening October 4th, could be the last time we could ever see Goats in Tranquility Gaming. So that's something very. Or not the last time, because we have tomorrow and the day after, but could be the last week that we watch Goats with Tranquility Gaming. No, it's today, tomorrow, and the day after, and then we're done with event week.
thought there was an event on Friday with Discord tier.
Is there? No, that's Thursday. Yeah,
Is this Thursday?
today's Tuesday.
No, I thought there was an event on. Let me check.
Today is Tuesday. Tomorrow there's.
I'm now
the EU and
checking.
NA. It's because of the EU match. You forgot the EU match is tomorrow as well. That's what happened, isn't it? And hello, QB. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty well, thanks. How are you?
I could not hear a word you said. I have to turn you up to 200%.
Hello.
Hello,
Yes,
welcome
that's a
in.
little better.
Sorry,
That's
I can. You're totally welcome. Hello,
Well, yeah,
welcome
no, I'm
in.
doing-
Welcome again. I'm gonna say welcome for the fifth time.
Yep.
Nice. I feel very welcomed.
I'm glad.
Are you sure? I need you to feel welcome. This is the
I am.
critical
Thank you.
factor. Okay, well, welcome in.
QB. Welcome to the desk. How's your day going?
I'm done pretty well. Had work today. What?
Nice. Likewise. It was a.
Okay, so I don't like how these compositions are too serious. I want to see Hog.
Serious? One team is a
Winston.
Reinhardt comp with Widow Soldier, and the other comp has a Bastion. What do you mean serious?
No, this is serious for Harmony's here. I want to see Zen Lucio right now. That would bring me great joy.
What's your thoughts, QB?
I mean, you'll see that in goats probably.
Yeah, there's
That's
a
a
good
hot
chance.
take right there.
There's
That's
a
a
good
hot
chance
take right there.
in the game mode that limits you to 6 heroes, you'll see 2 of those 6 heroes.
Maybe.
I mean, if it was Overwatch 2, then you'd have a slightly lower chance. But we're on Overwatch 1, so with 6 heroes, pretty probable, pretty likely.
All right, so we got a Bastion,
Yeah.
and he's doing some Morbin things. Now they're gonna Rhine Brawl on the Bastion,
Yeah.
and it didn't work out because the Bastion is better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bastion
Bastion-
does have a lot of
He's
damage.
mowing
Do
them
you
down.
like that clutch casting, Ty?
So QB,
I want an answer, Ty.
I'm just gonna avoid Zohan for a moment. QB, I'm going to ask you the question that I ask. The answer is yes, Zohan. You did a great job. I'm proud of you. But
Thank you.
QB, I ask this question every single time, and I want to keep people on their toes as much as possible. So here we go. You have the opportunity to design a new Overwatch hero in any style, any role, whatever you want. It could be ridiculously overpowered, or it could be supremely niche beyond belief. How are you designing this hero?
That is a tough one. I know I've thought about this before. I would like to make another support because they're lacking, especially like a main support because that's the role I play. But
So you don't play Lucio, or you don't like Lucio?
I mean, Lucio,
no, I do like Lucio. But I want
You
more.
just want more.
do you have a theoretical
supports.
concept in mind, or just you want a main support?
I don't know. It's always hard because I can't think of like what else is like there is.
Yeah, how many ways can you
Like-
possibly heal in a first-person shooter?
Yeah, like
One thing that
I was
Caden
thinking maybe like kind of like Zen, who has like deployables to like put on his allies. Like I feel like you could still do more things with that, just like with different buffs. Like maybe a speed buff for just one ally,
Ooh,
or like maybe like a protection type of thing for one ally, or maybe increase like negate damage taken or something like that. I don't know.
I do like the idea of a support with multiple orbs that they can, or multiple deployables. The thing that Caden said was that they've been playing a lot of Minecraft, so a Thorns support who applies Thorns to their
Ooh.
teammates, which I thought
That's
was a
interesting. Yeah.
great idea. But also, I did quite like your idea, QB.
All right, so concept. So we have a character, we have a support.
Yeah.
And what they do is they can heal, but then they can also provide a damage buff to their teammates, right? And it's like kind of like a beam, right? Then
Yeah.
also
That reminds me of
they
Team
can
Fortress 2.
fly. They could fly to that person when they want to, and then actually, if that teammate goes down, they can resurrect them, so they don't have to respawn in time.
You know, at
So
first I
you're
thought,
saying they should add another Mercy character?
At first I
Because
thought
I
that's
agree.
much like TF2, but now you've sold me once you said they could fly.
Yeah, they can fly, and they have an ultimate where they can fly, and then their Glock is, instead of having ammo, you could just keep shooting it.
Be an interesting concept for support.
Yeah, sounds pretty good.
Don't see any major holes, personally.
Yeah, I mean, and you could partner with Pharah, you know, like especially you could call it like a pharmacy comp.
Why would you call it a pharmacy comp, Zohan?
It's I'm wondering, it's because, you know, the character resurrects people, so she should be called Mercy.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
thinking because a pharmacy sells pharmaceuticals, so the hero would cost money.
Oh,
Yeah, a support hero that sells drugs
Let's
to
not get
people.
into this.
Is that what you're saying?
I wasn't trying to make any political statement there. I just made a joke. Wasn't political at all.
Yeah, they should make a support that makes you file a prescription.
Actually, no, that would be hilarious. Could you imagine? It's always like Chamber, but a support in Overwatch, and it's you have to take a prescription and pay with a credit card in game before
I'll get back to you in 2 to 3 days.
You have to pay to, and it's, you know, so it's like it's a separate 7th character, and it's the pay to win character, as Booth just said in the background, and you have to swipe your credit card for 99 cents every day to get healing from this character.
You have to swipe
I
your
would play
credit
that
card
character.
on your PC.
I'd make so much money.
But every time you do it, you know, it's
maybe
like 200 healing a second.
That's the battle pass system we're missing, where you have to pay every day to continue the battle pass.
Dude, I would, you know, I would pay for it.
Well,
okay, so we're seeing a Ryan versus Ryan right now. Jonesy's winning it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm partly, well, I see there's an Overwatch League skin, and then there's not an Overwatch League skin. And so the one with the Overwatch League skin is the Giga Chad, and the one without it is not the Giga Chad.
to be fair, it wasn't the London Spitfire, so I don't think you can quite call it a Giga Chad player, but Chad enough.
No, not
Maybe.
no, that's a Hottie Chad character. Like,
Yeah.
no, it's not a Giga Chad, it's a Hottie Chad.
That's fair.
Tie.
Yeah, it's a new type of chat.
I
Yeah, it's
apologize
exactly.
for my insolence.
And
You're
you're forgiven.
I got a question for you.
Yep.
Which Overwatch Contenders team is your favorite? You thought I was going to say Overwatch League, but I'm mixing
I
you.
was.
up.
See, I don't. I mean, I know some of the contenders teams. I mean, like American Tornado was the big one last year, and like Redbirds. I don't know. They're like coming back, right? Like, I don't even know what teams are like for this season.
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be this season. It could just be like an all-time, like, you know, you had a
yeah.
really big attachment to Gladiators Legion, for example.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with Uprising Academy actually, because I like the
reaction
Boston
to that.
Uprising in the Overwatch League. So gotta support the team.
You know, that's fair and valid, except for the fact that you like Boston, and I kind of don't
Sorry, I
want
have
you
to.
on this desk anymore.
I'm upset I just did
yeah,
my
except-
WWE impression and Ty ignored it completely.
I got like 3 hours of sleep last night, man. I'm running on fumes. I can't react to everything you do.
That was a good one. I thought that was a good one. I hear Booth in the background gasping, almost trying to get our attention, and Ty's like, I hear you said you like Boston as an academy team, and I'm just like, come on. There was a C9.
They're the home team. I have to support them.
Yeah, my home team is Washington. I'm not doing that to myself.
Embrace the pain.
Yeah,
Root
I'm
for
a
the
Houston
silly
fan.
champ teams.
That's all
It's
the
more
pain
fun.
I need. I started watching Overwatch League in Season 1. There was no justice, so I just automatically picked the Houston Outlaws. That's enough pain for me. My second favorite team is whoever's the #1 team. I
Yeah.
just can't. I can't do any other teams that are heartbreaking anymore.
Yeah, I mean, my second favorite team's the Gladiators, so it evens out.
Yeah. You take the same approach, and I appreciate that. Except I think that it's quantifiable that Houston fans experience the most pain. And was Zorthcon on the Bastion earlier?
No, they were on the Widowmaker. Oh, the Soldier.
Oh, PV PvP was on the Widowmaker, so Zorthgun was on the Soldier. That makes sense. QB, which team are you on between these two?
I was on the red team, the Indigo team.
Yeah. Tell us more. Tell us more.
Who's your favorite player that you've played with so far in Indigo?
Who would you kick out if you had the chance?
No, let's not dox
Who would you
anybody
vote
like that.
off? Who would you vote off the island?
Let's not
In
do
this
total
game?
trauma.
Why
vote
is it
out.
tie?
Add not on the team.
I don't think I should
I
answer that.
doesn't realize I'm gonna set everything up to talk about tie.
I have a stalker, I suppose. Oh my goodness gracious! That's a TP just to annihilate one person, and honestly, I respect it.
Ooh, okay, the blizzard does come off, and they're able to freeze.
Nice.
They're able to
Frozen
freeze
hold.
there.
Wrong.
That's nice.
Who is your favorite character in Overwatch, QB? Not,
I would
not
say
like,
Lucia. Like,
sorry, but I feel like I need to specify a little bit further. Not just like your favorite character to play, although saying hearing that
like
it's
lore-wise and stuff too.
lore-wise. Yeah, who's your favorite like character in the background? Like I don't like to play Roadhog very much, but I find his lore very fascinating. That his philosophy is the world deserves me because the world deserves to suffer. I find that very interesting. What's your like cool hero?
I would say, yeah, I would still say Lucio. I like his like backstory, that he's like a DJ and he like just kind of like fights for the people. I think that's really cool.
I appreciate it. It is a very cool voice. I agree with Booth there. It is a very cool voice.
Yeah, and his voice actor is cool.
He does like NFTs though.
My personal,
I did not know that.
my personal favorite character is the Reaper guy. You know, he has two shotguns,
God.
and
Yeah, he's really powerful.
it's
Special
really
move,
powerful, and
honestly.
if you go like bang bang, yeah, he can like shadow step away. And in his ultimate, he just like he does like gun Kato or whatever it's called from like. Has anyone seen that movie?
Wait, which movie?
The gun fu. It's why is it called? It's with Christian Bale. What movie is that called?
I might know what you're talking
Hold
about.
on,
I don't know
what
if I've seen it.
thinking about
Gun Equilibrium. That's what it is.
Equilibrium.
Equilibrium. Yeah.
I know that movie.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen that.
What were you saying earlier? Gunmetal?
No, it's called Kata or whatever. Like there's it's a legitimate thing. Yeah, Gun Kata. It's in the movie.
Uh-huh.
Putting this in general chat so you can see it. In our live chat. Look at this.
Huh.
Yeah. It's in the movie.
QB, am I going crazy?
Probably.
Hello.
Booth, people
Don't do me like that. I'm not crazy. I'm just disappointed.
I feel like you've been disappointed a lot.
I'm not losing my mind. I know the movie.
Well, that's news to me, but
All right, well we got a Nano Ryan right now. Are they gonna be able to do anything? But the 3K from the Ashes is just gonna clean it all up there, Ty.
yep, very good play. And honestly, there is a while that they need to be holding here. Ashes doing a good bit of play there to keep the payload from moving, and you know, I feel like both teams are obviously just having a little bit of fun because they're on the Roadhog, except for Jewish Missile, who is obviously not having fun because they're playing with a Roadhog off tank. Oh, and they're a controller player. I feel so bad for you.
Nah.
So QB, you were a part of, if I'm not mistaken, Big Bang Buccaneers this past season.
Yeah. Was.
Sorry. So you guys had an excellent regular season performance, and I'm very curious, how did you go week to week? And I believe you didn't even lose a single regular season game, if I'm not mistaken. How did you manage to have such a dominant performance?
We just like, you know, went into each match playing our own game, trying our best. Like helped at first because we were kind of underrated at first. Like we felt like we were the underdogs until we started winning, and then obviously people rated us. But like that helped take a lot of the pressure off, and so we just kind of played our game the best we could.
Yeah, I kind of think I remember in the preseason a couple of people talking about, like, in the preseason the expectations was like, oh, Galactic Penguins are going to be incredible. The Marsupial Org is always incredible. Big Bang Buccaneers, they're good, probably about 5th, 6th. But you guys kind of just smashed that narrative during the regular season, and it was really impressive performance from you guys.
Yeah.
So just wanted to congratulate you on that regular season performance because you did do it.
Thanks. It was a lot of fun. Glad they picked me up.
And you have a team that you're looking to play in next season, whatever it may be and however it may be?
Well, I did hit Diamond over the season, so I'm moving up to Discord tier, and I really hope to play for like Cosmic Castaways, of course, to stay in Space Pirates. But who knows? Probably be happy wherever I go.
So Ty, I have something to tell you.
What's up?
That Frankenstein has never scared me.
You mean Frankenstein's monster?
No, Frankenstein's never scared me. No, I mean specifically Frankenstein.
Oh.
So you know what does scare me?
What?
Marsupials. Because they're fast.
Quantifiably, marsupials are actually the second slowest of the mammal categories between marsupial, placentals, and monotremes. Monotremes are the slowest, marsupials are the second slowest, so they're not fast, you're just slow.
I like ramen. Do you?
What? Ramen?
Actually, never had ramen.
You've never had ramen?
Never had ramen?
No.
Have you had
it's
like
weird. I'm a college
before?
student too, and I've never had it. What?
Well, I mean, like, I'm assuming you mean even like, you mean like even like the packaged ramen?
Yeah, no, I've just never had it.
We're sending you some.
It must be fatter than Roadhog if that's the case. Goodness gracious.
Well, congratulations. You're a far better college student than most of us.
The fact that
no.
they've never had ramen.
I still order a lot of food, just not ramen.
You should try some. It's actually get like good ramen. Like get legit ramen. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, QB, and we're going
thanks for
to go
having
to
me.
a quick halftime break. Yeah. Any final things you want to say, QB?
Just thanks to everyone in Trank. Like, this was my first season in Trank, and I just want to say, like, this was like amazing, and everyone's like super awesome here. So thanks.
Good luck next season.
Oh. Good luck next season. We're gonna go to halftime break. Afterwards, we get goats, so don't go anywhere.
事実は小説よりも奇なりですね。
I stubbed my toe.
All right. I didn't know how that sounded because I didn't practice that, but yeah, we're gonna go on to Goats on King's Row. So it's Goats Row. Indigo's winning 2-0. Doesn't really matter. It's All-Star season. Yeah, Ty, who's gonna win
Matters
this?
for bragging rights. That's always important.
I'm gonna
But
eat my
yeah.
wafer now.
I just want to update the chat. I on my way to grab some macaroni and cheese. It's delicious, by the way. I stubbed my toe by falling down the stairs, and it's bleeding, but it's fine. I think it's fine. Jonesy will be joining us in just a moment on the cast. Very excited to have Jonesy here. Jonesy is a very explosive personality, and there they are. Hello, Jonesy. How's your day going?
Oh my gosh, my day's going so much better now that we've started this beautiful all-star match here today.
Shut up.
It sounds like
All right, you know what? Jonesy, shut up. I'm sick of
Sounds
I'm
like
sick
a
of this
professional
already.
caster.
Okay, I will admit, I may or may not have heard you say well-spoken right as I joined chat, so I thought I might as well do a bit of exposition. But here we are. I'm curious to watch back the stream, curious to hear your thoughts on our big brain play styles going into the last few maps.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. What's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
I really like oh my gosh, mint chip. Is that weird? I like mint chip.
Can we get a different interviewee, please?
Booth, can we
Oh
remove
my
them?
goodness. You know, I knew this was going to be
even
really
agree.
difficult, and I was nervous going into this. I didn't think it would go this badly.
You're like
Okay.
you're looking at the schedule, like, all right, I gotta be mentally prepared. You're gonna ask me questions about my season.
My
It's like,
favorite
what
is,
kind of ice cream you like?
My favorite is like French vanilla, like when it's made with vanilla beans. Pretty good.
Apparently,
Great choice.
These teams' least favorite flavor of ice cream is playing the game because they paused.
OMG, are you guys running goats? They're running goats, Ty.
I was gonna say for just a moment that that joke
Ty,
never is
Ty, they're
funny, but
running-
I'm only gonna hear it
Ty,
up to
they're
4 more
running-
times. Yeah, Zohan, don't worry, I hear you. I'm just talking right now, and I find it very rude that you're interrupting. Yeah, I said it. What are you gonna do about it? Anyways,
Hold up.
so Jonesy,
Yes.
so you played for Galactic Penguins this season. You guys had a really good season, all things considered. Yeah.
Yes. I would have to agree. I do think, obviously, you know, our most recent match was an L in the finals. Definitely a tough one to come off of. But with that said, we did a heck of a lot better than I think we ever thought we would going into the season. You know, being a newer team, I think we're really just trying to set ourselves like a baseline of expectation for the org moving forward. I think like as the season progressed, and especially with like the preseason, the way that went, the team was like, hang on a minute, we might be able to do some work here. So with all that in mind, I think overall we did fairly well, but I'm a little disappointed with the result, if I'm being honest.
To be fair, your first season in Tranquility as a second place finisher, it's a good result, even if it may not be exactly what you wanted heading into the season. Given what you just said, it was kind of more than what you expected, which is, you know, it's always nice to have that sort of level of achievement as somebody who has only fairly recently won something in Overwatch. It's a good feeling.
Yes, I think like you know, there was also
my
massive
God.
chatter.
Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah, this just laid the hammer right across Optibot, saying, "Yeah, no, I'm just built different. You're in my back pocket because you are nothing to me. You're the equivalent of 3 pennies I found on the ground tonight to me."
I desperately want to see Jewish Missile absolutely roll over my teammates going for this one, and that's for the sole reason that throughout the season, as many folks may know, the one team. Now, this goes inside of Optibot early on the main tank. The one team that absolutely rolled over the Galactic Penguins on this map specifically was Big Ben Buccaneers with Jewish Missile at the helm on Reinhardt. Going into this match, Jewish Missile shattered my entire team when I was 20% to ult. This is a grind player that you cannot leave at the door despite the fact that he's playing on the sticks. In fact, because he's playing on the sticks, you better give an extra level of respect going into this match. And I will say, looks like Indo will eventually take over this fight, but not without
Taking our
2.5 Reinhardt chatters coming from Jewish Missile. Sorry, I had to say it, and that's all I'm going to give.
Okay, I guess you don't need me here. You don't need Zohan here. He's already muted. He's given up. Jonesy's taking over the play-by-play.
It's too easy. When you see plays like this coming out of you know, the RM team here, it's hard to stay quiet. But just aside though, yeah, to your original question, playing for the Penguins was a ton of fun, and it really happy with our result overall. But there's part of us that, of course, would always have loved to have won finals. But that's enough from me on that.
Well, there's always next season with the potential of being whatever it could be. Optibot gets shown how to play Reinhardt properly by Jewish Missile, who lands his own decent shatter, only one, but sometimes one is just enough. I don't have a girlfriend to evidence that, but I'm sure somebody does.
We know. But no, yeah, no, that definitely works there, yeah. So Jonesy, you know, what was your favorite hero this season?
Looking at the season from the beginning, you would be remiss if you didn't guess that it would be a player like Reinhardt or a character like Reinhardt. Late in the season, I think one of the most fun experience that the Penguins had was actually jumping into the match against Luminous Foxes playing defense on Eichenwald, the Penguins brought out a Hog Zarya position that was very much inspired by some of the Hog Zarya meta in the Overwatch League that we saw there in, I think it was either Season 2 or Season 3. And especially, yes. And so looking at that, we had a coach that in the form of Neapolitan that provided us with a lot of insight on that composition. We saw it as being a legitimate counter to what the Foxes were going to bring out on that offense on Eichenwald. So, funnily enough, despite it being probably my least playtime on a quote-unquote main tank, I'd say I probably had the most fun on Hog and enjoyed that hero the most over the season just because of that interesting and kind of dysfunctional strat that we brought out that took us to a sweep of the Luminous Foxes, who were otherwise a very, very successful team throughout the season. And just have to say, another blocked shatter from Missile. And yet, barely not enough. We were a little bit late from the Transcendence there from Zorthan. But we're seeing some late fight ultimates coming from this RM team. And they might just be able to turn around the tempo here. Both lines are down. And it looks like with Zorthan dropping from the RM roster, is the rally enough? We see Rocco dropping now, and this is really looking like a very scrappy fight. But as we know from scrappy fights, it tends to favor the defender, although on this point, I'm not so sure. Missile with another massive shatter, bringing down 4, able to clean up the rest of this fight. And sorry, if you don't mind, I'm just going to take the story seat there for a second.
Goal of this kid. He comes in here expecting to be interviewed. I ask him about ice cream, and he thinks that's an invitation to take over the cast?
Listen, all love, all respect, all respect. That being said, I just can't help myself. With plays like this with the ARM roster. Come on.
My job is just a
Dude,
joke.
it's All-Stars. You can... It's reverse season. I'm not casting. I don't care.
I'm not casting. Interview me. Interview me, Jonesy.
Yeah, no, I don't have any questions prepared. Otherwise, I absolutely have. I will ask one thing. Do you need any help casting? Because I'm more. No, that was all right, let's move on. I'm sure you.
Dang, that was
plenty
just
more banks
shameless
of questions ready to rock and roll from me. So let's go ahead and knock these out before this match is over. From Jewish Missile's absolute domination. He's coming from behind. Missile from the back line. The shatter is.
You're done. You're done. You're done, so sorry. I'm cutting this off right now. I'm not letting this go any further. What I will let go further, though, is that Earth Shatter from Optibot, a massive 3-man, which doesn't result in immediate picks, but does result in eventual picks. Barely going to be able to reach the payload. And now that they do, going to extend the time a little bit further for me to ask you a question, Jonesy. You have the opportunity to create any hero you could possibly want. Any role, it can be overpowered, it can be underpowered, it can be really niche, it could be a generalist. What would you introduce to the game?
Easy question for me. I think that the Overwatch development team was really close with Echo. My understanding, these may be rumors of the original design intention of Echo, is that we were looking to see a possible flyer support hero. I think that a flyer support would be an incredible hero to bring to Overwatch. I think that the support players out there are dying for a really movement-focused hero, similar to Lucio, but one that can offer some of the adaptability that Echo can play around. I think that there's a lot of high ground potential for support players that, characters like Baptiste and Lucio kind of play around. But I think with additional flight mechanics, we would see some really exciting is coming from the support line. And I think that another attempt at a flyer support would be a massive benefit to the Overwatch roster.
I mean, that really... There's this one person I watch on YouTube who says the character he wants most in Smash Brothers is a reworked Ganondorf. And I feel the same way you do about Echo in that sense, where I think the hero that I want most is a retooled Echo to be how... It's not a rumor, she just straight up was originally intended to be a support. You can tell in her character design where she's a, white angelic figure. She's very much like introduced as dainty and floaty, which is a very supportive characteristics, not very explosive as most of the DPS characters are, and completely unique among the DPS, and really proves the idea that she was originally designed to be a support.
Yeah, and that's it's kind of interesting. You wonder where that design philosophy took a 180. And also, if I may say, really surprising fight result there coming from this Indigo roster. They were really not looking strong going into the mid fight there, and then suddenly we're able to turn it around. But the problem is now we see this ARM roster with ult advantage. But one of them gets blocked. Okay, I'm sorry. I have to. This is such a good fight.
You got it, you know?
And finally, and I honestly think that with this Transcendence, this might be an important momentum shift for this ARM roster. Sure. But going into it, I think Indigo, with that block shatter, I think Opti showing off that, you know, even in the last moments of a fight, we can see some clutch coming from the player. And really looking forward to what the response is going to be from this ARM roster. I think at this point we're just looking at some stall, some stagger, but unless there's something in the back pocket of this ARM team, we're going to expect Indigo to full cap here in overtime.
Folks, I have had a lot of things happen in my 2-3 years of casting now. Having somebody being interviewed, stealing the cast away from the play-by-play caster, the play-by-play caster now seeming to be away from his keyboard, just munching on some catnip or something. I don't even know what Zohan's doing right now, but the fact that you've just completely usurped him, it's almost offensive to me, and I'm not even the one that's been usurped.
I mean, you have usurped the mic the whole time, so I don't know what else is there for me to do. Okay.
I've caused a stir in this casting group. I want to say that this was a coup. I'm actually an industry plant hired by another organization entirely to.
You're actually Uber's son, time traveled from the future to show us that the casting is indeed genetic.
No, but jokes aside, though, yeah, I think that like while we're in this, you know, hitting for teams set up here, I think Echo would have really been an interesting superhero, and it's kind of a shame that we didn't get to see any iterations of that, even like in some kind of beta testing form or something along those lines. I wouldn't be surprised if the team, you know, the Overwatch development team, you know, I'm sure that they had good ideas going into making that change, but it would have been very interesting to see that hero, you know, in the quote-unquote original design intention, regardless. So, anyway, I'll stop casting. Do we have any other questions?
Yeah, so Han, welcome back to the world of the living. You can actually do things again.
I'm happy to have been your lunch break. I hope your catnip was delicious and satisfying.
And keep casting. Go ahead. Keep going.
No.
Go.
No.
I'm gonna judge
Han.
you. Go. No, time. Nope. You go, Jonesy. Go. Describe what's happening.
Looking at this offense, I think that we're clearly seeing a pretty strong domination after we're seeing
play by play. Play by play.
I'm the color kid. I'm the color kid. I don't know who you think you are. You can take Zohan's role. My ego is way too fat for that. Step down, son.
It's fragile time. It's not fat.
Yeah, it's fat and fragile.
I have a very large ego, but I also am okay with stuff. Jonesy, please continue. Play by play.
No, I'm the color, so he doesn't continue yet. But yeah, it's looking like a pretty good ult advantage here for Aurum with the Shatter, Rally, and Transcendence. Very key ultimates in the Goat's Mirror. Shatter potentially least so, but Missile has been great with them. Jonesy?
Totally agreed. Yeah, looking at this play-by, we did see a little bit of discontinuity between the two tanks from the Indigo roster. Looks like we may have seen the D.Va in front of the rank shield there for a moment. Yeah, and an interesting play here. Did we see another eat coming from that tank line?
Let's do that, Widow. L. Just handing Widow main the L. You know, he's a Widow main, not a D.Va main. It's off-brand for him. I don't expect him to be eating up Graviton Surges from Sleepy G anytime soon.
Yes, and I also, you know, just to speak to some of the internal comms going into this match, if I remember correctly, the exact words were something along the lines of Widow main stating, by the way, you know, my D.Va is absolutely cracked, at which I may have checked him on tank, but we'll leave that for everyone's imagination where that conversation went. 5 minutes and 41 seconds coming from this Arum roster on this offense, getting ready to absolutely dominate the Goats row here.
Yeah,
And a pause comes in.
I'm thinking Aurum, they are the ones that needed to pause. I'm thinking that they're sweating so much in their chairs that Sleepy G needs to actually replace and get his backup gaming chair, which should give Indigo a good chance to get back into this. Gaming chairs, everybody knows, so important to the Goats mirrors in particular, because a bad gaming chair can really reduce how well you play the game by like 90% sometimes, it feels, because a gaming chair is all that matters. Mousepad, aim, talent, practice, none of it matters. It's all about the gaming chair. The backup sweaty gaming chair is really important. It wasn't even Sleepy G who DC'd.
Absolutely. I think, when we're looking at these teams, I know for a fact from some of the members of the Galactic Penguins roster whom we're seeing in here, we know that our team actually was sponsoring gaming chairs to be stored in parts in our players' bedrooms, so they need to be constructed at a moment's notice, since otherwise they would take up too much room, we all know. So probably what we're seeing here is a player constructing that gaming chair. Hopefully that IKEA to-do list there is looking nice and clear, and that Allen wrench is at the ready. Looking forward to seeing more from that gaming chair construction as we transition over to the chair stream, which, if I'm not mistaken, is taking place over in the All-Star chat. For those of you who have access to that, please feel free to jump on in there and take a look around.
Don't feel free. He's trying to trick you right now.
There is, in fact, no live
chair
construction stream. I was lying. I've been paid off to state that
by Indigo.
We work through this pause. That may or may not be accurate.
So,
but while we're waiting on this,
Jonesy,
yes, Zohan,
I want your best impression of this. Can you say it's Morbin time for me?
Oh my god.
It's Morbin time.
I respect it.
I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't know the meme. If those of you don't know, I'm a bit old, so I may or may not have butchered that.
When you say a bit old, for all I know, you're barely older than me. So
yeah, for all I know, you're not even as old as the casters. You're probably like 16, 17. You're like, yeah, I'm 18, by the way. I'm actually a 40-year-old man.
To me once, I was interviewing someone in a collegiate thing, and they're like, as an older college student, and they're like at 24, and I'm like, oh my god, and I was just left the room.
As an extremely old man at the age of 6, I think that I wield the correct talents to. Can't make that joke on cast. So, Jonesy. What? How'd you feel about getting that eat?
Yeah, we're looking at possibly the first eat in Widowman's history, coming from this type of play here. Really exciting stuff from this Indigo roster. I think that might be. I don't know that Widowmane knew what they were doing there when eating that ultimate. It'd be excited to see what the internal communications look like. Yes, and Arum, oh my goodness, the crouching has turned into quite the show here from the Indigo roster. Glad to see that they're taking their single W on defense with stride.
So far, the only fight they've won on the defense, and I think that's so pivotal because it proves the gaming chair theorem that was stated earlier. Replacing gaming chair, nice remake kill onto Wooly. Widowmane must have gotten a new gaming chair that break and making good use of it.
I think Widowmane, I'm getting from some sources internally that Widowmane just turned their monitor on. So we should expect to see some really stout play coming from the player on defense. I have some internal sources. Although with some of these kills coming in from Arum, I'm a little concerned that this Indigo roster may not find themselves backing up to regroup. But it looks like they will have another shot at defensive play here, as they do have some time while the cart makes its way down this hill.
What is your
With that in mind, will they touch? That's the question. Looks like we will touch from Rocco coming in. walking through this, but looks like the Transcendence Vorthon on this ARM roster looking to stabilize some of this Reinhardt gameplay. Rocco, the very aggressive positioning, will be taken down. Finally, we're looking at a Graviton Surge from defense, looking to set up a possible grab bomb combo. And sure enough, Widowmane with a kill on the Zenyatta. And surprisingly, Missile committing the Shatter here. Hopefully, maybe expecting for a tempo shift, but you got to know that these third-point defenses, this defensive team is going to tend to take advantage whenever there's an equal number of players on each side. So we may get to see a few more defenses here, as we do have 2 minutes and 22 seconds left on the clock. Expecting to see some aggressive push now that Rocco is on from the defense. And it looks like they're just trying to speed in, see if they can capitalize on this. Yes, Devon, what do we got?
Okay, shut up. So something you should know. You don't need to talk the whole time as a caster.
Yeah. Yeah, shut up.
You passed it off at some points.
Yeah.
Understood. I'm writing notes. Hang on.
Fun, Jonesy, but just shut up. And now that
Ty, you can say that. Ty, you can say that way more gently.
Now that I said
Jonesy,
shut up,
please
I'm gonna make you talk again.
Please silence.
Now that I said
voice.
shut up, I'm going to make you talk again by asking you a question.
Silence your voice, Jonesy.
What do you think?
My question. No, Ty.
No,
it is my question. No,
you
it is my question.
Sure,
It is
Zohan,
my question.
you got it.
Thank
You, the play-by-play caster, can do the color casting questionnaire.
Jonesy. What
Yes.
is your favorite book?
My favorite book? Wow, great question.
No, it's not
I think, yeah, really, honestly, the first great question I've been asked here. No surprises. It came from Zohan. But with that in mind, but in all seriousness, I would say, for those of you who don't know, there's a book out there called Way of Peaceful Warrior, written by Dan Millman. Okay, so this is kind of an autobiography, and has a bit of fantasy written in there as well. Made by
Also autobiographies, yeah.
Yes, well, let's be honest. How many autobiographies are really true? With that in mind, this is made by a gentleman who, during the 60s and 70s, was attending university, I think at one of the California universities, and kind of had a spiritual awakening there of some kind, but really just professed as, looking at situations and being able to kind of choose how you react to them. So being kind of in control of your own mental, your own mindset. Speaking of which, this mental coming from Indigo on this defense, can we talk about that?
Okay, so wait, I'm sorry, I do have to state, I just looked him up, as you said, California school, and I got very curious to see. He did go to the University of California, Berkeley, which is my alma mater, which means you have great choice. You have great taste, so please continue.
Hey,
Go Bears.
Yeah.
That's the main
Very
thing.
nice.
Go Bears. Go Bears. Do you know that UC Berkeley has a Campanile, which we saw it earlier actually during Rialto. Rialto actually has a Campanile. It means tall bell tower. The largest one in North America is, of course, on the University of California, Berkeley campus. Go Bears. And once again, now we've finished GOATs. Now we're going to all roles.
I can talk now?
It's not like you've been talking this whole time, Ty. Keep going.
So, Jonesy.
Yes.
What role do you play in Tranquility?
Main tank.
Main tank. Now, take out all the main tank characters. You're not allowed to pick any of them. Screw you. So,
Very
you have
nice.
to pick which ability, not really pick which ability, but which ability do you find to be the most satisfying to use? It can be ultimates, it can be regular abilities, primary fires, whatever it may be. What do you think is the most satisfying to use?
Oh, without a doubt, far and above, Junkrat Mine. There is nothing like being able to both, either, snipe an enemy sniper with a mine that flies across the map and you can blow it up on your choice timing, and also having one of the most effective movement abilities in the game. Junkrat Mine, far and above, favorite ability.
All right, well, thank you, Jonesy. That's all the time we have for you today, and I guess there's one more quick question, just like 3-second question. Do you plan on playing in Tranquility in the next season, whatever it may be?
You know, next season I will be taking a break as I'm working on some personal and work-related tasks, but I'm very excited to get back into Tranquility as soon as possible.
Well, I wish you the best of luck in your personal and professional life moving forward, and hopefully that you do better than you did today, because, yeah. No, you did a great job. You did a great job. I don't know why I said that, but, yeah. Have a wonderful night.
Wow! I feel mixed feelings about this stream. Hey, thank you all for fielding these questions. I appreciate it.
Let me finish this. Ty was the color commentator, as he said earlier. I will do the play-by-play and pass it off. So thank you, Jonesy, so much for coming here. You did an incredible job. We're now going to be going to Lijiang Tower, where we're going to be seeing a bunch of different roles coming into this next map. All DPS, all tank, and all supports. How do you think it's going to go, Ty?
Well, I'm going to be starting off with all DPS, and, everyone knows that in Overwatch, everybody loves the DPS characters at the highest queue times. Well, you'll see tanks at 2-minute queue times, supports at 3-minute queue times, DPS at 58 minutes and 33 hours of queue time. So, everybody loves to play it, everybody loves to watch it. This map, though, it's going to be Garden, which is most likely the best for DPS, but mainly because of Pharmercy comps. And, if you have 6 DPS, Mercy's not a DPS, so you can't quite run Pharmercy compositions.
Right. No, indeed. I mean, just play Echo and copy the Mercy off the map. It's fine. That's how it's supposed to go.
Not if the other team is also on 6 DPS.
No, that's what I'm saying. Off the map, you have to fly to a different game. You have to fly to Control Center where the other game's happening, and you fly and find the Mercy there.
Fly to Night Market, pick Mercy, fall off the map, respawn. We're going to have Sleepy G coming in here in just a moment, and it wasn't even a moment. I wasn't even able to finish my sentence. The Comey picture. I am a fan, Sleepy G. God, I hate you so much.
Hello.
I love Comey as well.
Oh, this is gonna be quite weird because I'm gonna also playing at the same time, so this is gonna be.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I don't know.
That wasn't supposed to.
It's all right. No, it's all right. It's all right. This, what it's going to be? I'm just going to split my brain in half. And...
Yeah, we're
gonna.
We're not gonna just. We're gonna clone you, actually, Sleepy G. We're gonna clone you. We're gonna take the current physical form of Sleepy G, transfer it into your PC to have an AI built around Sleepy G play for you, and then we're gonna figure it out from there. I don't know. It could be interesting.
All right, Sleepy G, thank you so much for being here. We'll find someone else who's not having to play at the same time. All right. Well, Ty, it is all tanks.
All tanks, yeah.
All tanks.
And of course, we got Roadhogs on the field on both sides. The first side doesn't have a doesn't have an Orisa and doesn't have a Sigma, while the second side doesn't have a Ball or a Roadhog anymore. Optibot opting in for the Sigma. I always find it interesting to see what teams don't play, because it's really just once 3 or 4 tanks get picked, you're kind of just like, all right, what's left? Can I play Roadhog? No? Okay.
Well, I'm watching the things out of my nightmares. This is what I have nightmares about. Is sextuple tanks.
Oddly, this is actually what this is how I dream.
This is
how I dream.
This is
what I hope for in life.
This is when I went into a coma for 4 years because I fell off a cliff. That never happened, but if it did, I would be dreaming about this match. And this would be a dream right now. You're dreaming, wake up.
I'm looking at Drug on like 2 HP just camping the health pack.
Just suck it up as much as they can.
Yeah, suck it up as much as they can. Hope for Primal, I think, at that point, if anything. Kaden sadly goes down first this time, but the mine's coming up before Wooly should be able to actually make some space at the moment, and actually he gets a kill from there, and they won the second fight again.
Yeah, they just got bazinga'd all over with that minefield. That was a great little play there, Ashes. gets hooked. Going to be shredded whole hog, highest DPS in the game, even higher than Rocket Barrage, even higher than what even else is there that's high DPS? Bastion, higher DPS than Bastion because he can headshot.
Yeah, I never knew that actually.
Roadhog's ultimate can deal 1500 DPS without headshots included, so Symmetric Barrier can be destroyed in 3.3 seconds.
Yeah, so Caden went for the Gator move there and takes off the Reinhardt, so now it's going to be a Reinhardt versus Reinhardt-less versus Reinhardt-less composition. Drug boops them off the map, and we're in total chaos at the moment. 70% on the board for all tanks. I kind of want all DPS now at this point. This is just scary. All of these health pools going around, just consistently destroying everything. But now Indigo actually might be flipping it.
I'm gonna be honest. The all DPS, because we'll see it here soon, is kind of crazier than everything else. It's really hard to follow the all DPS. It's kind of just like 5 1v1s and then like 2 people like piggybacking.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
By the way, wait, is your mic live on?
Yeah,
my mic is. Yeah, I decided to unmute for this one, so you guys could.
Booth is our interviewee.
I am the interviewee.
With the 12 DPS on the field, there's 13 DPS characters in the game, so you're much more likely to have a wide variety of heroes, and it's possible to have no duplicates at all. So that can make it really chaotic. Is like, oh, there's a Junkrat on the field, there's a Sombra on the field, nobody's playing Bastion because he's terrible even in this. And it's just so much more chaotic. And you know, Booth, now that you're here with us, and I have to ask you questions that are something that you can't just, you know, bring up in the future because, you know, you're going to be here for the rest of the night. You are now the victim. You now have to decide which hero do you create. Infinite possibilities. What are you making?
Yeah, I don't have to answer. I'm in charge of everything. So
what's your favorite ice cream?
Well, so in the Midwest,
what is this bias?
The map question. I don't actually play this game. Like as much as I'm involved with this, I haven't.
I don't play this.
The last 2 times I've played this have been the admin pugs. I'm not even exaggerated by that. But ice cream flavor. Ice cream flavor. I do like that. So here in the Midwest, there's Grater's ice cream, Graters. I'm pretty close to like where they make it. If you ever see that in like a grocery store or gas station, I highly recommend them. But they do a strawberry chocolate chip summer type of ice cream, and yeah, I've already put on about probably 5 or 10 pounds this summer, I think, because it's only out a couple months a year. Yeah, that's a quality one. But I like a good like vanilla ice cream, a good vanilla bean, if not.
Oh, so you're basic.
Yes. I got a palate, man.
Vanilla bean can be incredibly expensive, Ty. I don't know if you bought actual vanilla beans before.
They're like $10 for one bean.
Don't worry,
it's
I
insane.
watched the YouTube.
Those are the ones from like Safeway, like actual like legit vanilla. I've seen up to like they're the same price as like saffron.
Yeah, I actually watched a video on that recently where it was going into the 7 main ice cream flavors in the world. You know, those would be obviously chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, cookies and cream, cookie dough, butter pecan, and the last one, if I remember correctly,
it's probably mint, honestly, right? It's pretty popular.
Mint chocolate chip, yeah. I was trying to remember because I have 6 of the 8 at work, and the only one I don't have is butter pecan. And vanilla bean used to be the most expensive and like a very, very luxury item, and only like the rich elite of like the richest kingdoms could afford it. And then over the years, because of, you know, the stuff that gets created out of a beaver, which Google that if you want to be disgusted, as well as artificial vanilla beans, has gradually transformed the ice cream landscape into turning vanilla from the most exotic and exotic and
expensive, right?
Expensive, like bougie, I guess is the word I was looking for, ice cream flavor into just the basic ice cream flavor.
Interesting. I mean, I know that happens a lot with extracted things. Like, I don't know if you've ever had banana extract. Don't, if you haven't. It's not very good.
It's bad, yeah.
Yeah, it's not good. But, like, the artificial stuff, like, vanilla still tastes pretty good. Like, artificial vanilla, I feel like. Yeah, so, thank you. Good job, science. I'm proud of them. They did great.
If you think that's cool, then you should Google the beaver thing.
No, I'm fine.
Don't Google the beaver thing.
Nah,
it's really
I'm
bad.
all good.
Here's context for how bad it is. I can't say it on stream. That's how bad it is.
All right. Next question, Booth. When was the last time you played Overwatch?
So Admin Pugs would have been. When was that tied? That would have been
I think that was 2 months ago.
At least 2 months ago, yeah. So then and then before that, I didn't play in the season 7 Admin Pugs. So is that the season 6 Admin Pugs? So a year ago.
When was the last time you played Overwatch?
Oh, I just played Overwatch earlier today, actually.
So I joined Tranquility in season 2 as a player. I played off tank for season 2 and season 3, and then part of season 4. I used to be a GM in season 3 as well. That's when I started casting. So I came that way. I was an all-star back then. I actually got to play in these in season 2 and 3.
I think the last time I played Overwatch was Overwatch 2.
Oh, take that back. I played Overwatch 2 like twice. I'm sorry. I kind of forgot about that.
I've been considering starting to play Overwatch competitively again. Believe it or not, I played a little bit of ranked. I placed higher than I have in 10 seasons.
Wow.
That's not a joke. I have not been the SR I am right now since season 23. So I've been considering getting back into playing competitive Overwatch, and PvB should keep playing competitive Overwatch because that was very nice.
PvP's been clicking heads very well tonight. A lot of good hit scan heroes for them, and we have the DPS up map after this here, Zohan. So we're gonna see you probably pull out the Widowmaker. You would expect.
They're not going to pull out the Widowmaker just because you cast her curse.
I know. I wanted to throw it out there. I wanted to hurt Caden some more.
It's 1 in 13 that they don't.
I honestly, I feel like if we're going by like Las Vegas betting standards, right now, there was probably like a 3-to-1 chance.
I just burned it.
It's like 50-to-1 now. It's Leicester City winning the Premier League standards now. like 2 people in the whole entire chat are gonna get that reference. Like no one's gonna. I'm looking at Ty's face and he does not understand what I just said.
I'm just scrolling through Discord, man. I'm just vibing.
You're just vibing. All right, well, and this is actually the first time I would say Aura might be tying up this series, so we may be going down the wire. Because if they win this map, in a way, they win Lijiang Tower here, Booth.
That's true.
Tie.
Not officially.
Yeah, no. If they win this map, they win Lijiang Tower because we're just gonna play the 3rd point, and then it would be 2-2, and then it would come down to Mystery Heroes on Oasis to see who's would win.
Which now that. Excuse
I didn't
me.
You didn't say
that
it.
is a.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That is like a house. I just said bleep. Yes.
Hey, there it is. Yeah.
Just to make sure.
Well, we're still gonna play the 3rd point, but yeah, Aurum is gonna tie it up. So our Mystery Heroes, the first time we've shifted over to Mystery Heroes. In the past, we've ended on Lijiang Tower doing either the rolls per point, and instead we have done no limits. But it's kind of just chaos and turns into Mystery Heroes anyway, so decided just to swap it over to pure Mystery Heroes this year. So it'll be the first time we'll see that in All-Stars on our next map, and it's going to decide who wins.
Hey Booth.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite Overwatch League player?
So let me think. I'm probably going to go with somebody that's retired now because I get to watch from time to time, but I don't really follow as much as I did in seasons 1 and 2. Which my favorite of all time was Mickey way back. Mickey I loved like his spirit. I mean, I was a Fuel fan then. I was a Diva player because I was an off tank.
He won the Dennis Savelka award for a reason.
Yeah, Mickey's great. So always loved them for sure. I mean, I think that first Dallas Fuel team was just fun to people getting into esports like I was at the time, because like I was just kind of getting into watching Twitch, and you knew some of the big streamers, and then to see all the people that you already knew playing on a team together, like pre-Overwatch League. I mean, I got to watch some of like the NV stuff way back with. I'm already forgetting the names of the tournaments pre-Overwatch League. Isn't it funny how like some of that's just gone? Like I remember like Misfits. What did you say?
I thought you meant like the tournament Apex is what you.
Yeah, like the Apex tournament. Yeah, I was trying to remember this. Yeah, but like I remember a little bit of the teams. Yep.
Luminous, or is it Luminous Gaming or?
Luminous Gaming was definitely something. I don't remember what players that would have been, but that's definitely a team.
There was the LW teams,
Mm-hmm.
LW Blue, LW Red. There was Lunatic High, of course.
Oh, yeah,
everybody's
yeah.
favorite. By the way, every single one of those players has retired from play. Let that sink in.
Well, almost. How many players do we even have left from season 1 now? Not like.
So, you have Dante. This is something that actually threw me for a loop. Carpe is the final player from their original season 1 team.
Wow.
Everybody else was either moved teams or retired.
That is kind. I just try to imagine that in like a professional sports setting. If teams swapped that much in a year, I mean, my goodness, that would be a. So it's just interesting how that isn't affecting the esports scene yet.
I mean, like 4 years is actually a pretty long time. I mean, obviously, like longer leagues, and obviously a lot of sports teams are bigger, so of course you're going to see a little more consistency. But 4 years, a lot of teams that like, that I've seen still will change half their rosters.
Oh yeah,
and and that's the entirety of an Overwatch League roster, or Valorant or StarCraft or CS:GO.
Sure.
So I'm it's kind of like.
Also, shorter
base it more
seasons
off
too,
that.
right? I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's a big. I mean, you look at the MLB and you're playing 9 months a year for the most part, and then you have like 1 month off. Oh my goodness, Pete. Wow.
Is this guy in Transcendence here? He better be next season.
Wow.
Is this gonna play?
I'm dominating on this. Oh my goodness.
Solo.
Solo EMP onto a Widowmaker. It's not about winning. It's about sending a message.
Hey, message received.
Message received indeed, and it's overtime.
Red, 10:03 p.m.
I have to admit, you know what who my favorite character is?
Reaper guy.
Yeah, it's the Reaper guy. He's very powerful, special move. Honestly, he's one of the best in the game. So it comes equipped with these two revolvers, and it only takes about 3 or 4 shots to execute a kill.
You're so
it goes
funny.
really handily.
You're so
from
funny.
the side.
Like nobody's ever made this joke before. Never.
I know. Well, Orm wins 3-0 there, so they're actually the best at playing every single role in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's confirmed.
So Booth, final question is you as our guest, I guess. You
Never
are currently
gonna hear you again, Booth. Never again.
Never gonna hear me again.
Never gonna hear you again. Who are you? Tomorrow I will not know. But you're currently an admin with Tranquility Gaming.
That's correct.
You have been an admin for, I believe, 4 seasons?
Oh, wow. I think 3 seasons. I think season 6 is when I joined as a moderator in season... Actually, no. Oh, wow. Is there a Yeti in the chat? Please help. I think I joined as a moderator in season 6. I took over as Twitch manager then, and it took me about a half a season-ish or so, a season to become an admin. So it's been at least 2 seasons, at least.
Yeti?
That Yeti? Hi, Yeti.
Yeti, you corrected me, please. I forget.
You joined the team on season 5.
Okay.
So it has been 4 seasons.
Time flies when you're having
pulled that
fun.
out of my rear, and I was right.
That was a good guess. That was good.
I actually had no clue. I was originally gonna say 6, but that was
It
probably
is.
wrong.
Yeah, now that I think about it, it definitely
It
is.
was
5.
4.
Come in here, tell you guys how to do your jobs, and shoot. I mean, you got play-by-play casters getting upstaged by Jonesy. What is this? What is
Jonesy
this?
Jonesy was just close to upstaging me on production. I'm gonna have to send them a
I feel
DM after this.
I feel.
I'm gonna say this now. Jonesy was not just pay by playing.
Jonesy was everything.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
He was just once he took over production and observing, he was just gonna be the entire stream.
We were 20 minutes away from Ellen Keller being replaced by Jonesy.
Honestly.
Well, I just needed to come in incorrect.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Yeti.
Thank you, Yeti.
Anyways, final question to Booth for the stream as the interview. Remember to say goodbye to our producer after this. He's leaving. I don't know how we're gonna manage without him. We're just gonna
sit on.
this same.
I'm gonna head downstairs. I'll let you guys handle it from here.
So, you've been an admin for 4 years now. Even you didn't know that, but I did. I'm stalking you. What is your favorite like miracle run you've seen in your 4 years as an admin, or as your years as a player all the way back in season 2 onward?
Ooh, favorite run. Well, I mean, Oath turning around was fun. Season 3, this might seem a surprise to haven't been here. Joey Esports was considered pretty much the lowest tier we had. They were 0-. They lost all of their first stage maps in games, and everyone was just rooting for Joey Esports, to get a victory, and ended up making a really huge run through the playoffs. We had another great run with Soul Cyberpunks? Am I remembering that correctly? I know that season we had a run. I want to say it was Soul. I think Oath this season was an absolute joy to watch, though. I mean, the absolute turnaround would have been in the elimination bracket if it wasn't for the Drake situation, and then, absolutely swept stage 2, and then came in and had an amazing playoff run. So I think Oath's been my favorite, at least in recent times.
I did quite like the Luminous Foxes last season, how they came into the playoffs as like, yeah, these guys are going to get knocked out round 2 max, and then they went on this insane playoff run where they didn't lose a single map, if I remember correctly, a single match until like the finals or the semifinals, and they were just storming their way through as like the 7th or 6th seed, and that was really fun to watch.
Yeah, there's been quite a lot. I think it's been fun. It's been a different change since earlier seasons. Like, back in 2 and 3, it felt pretty clear kind of who was going through. In season 3, Eclipse was kind of the team to stand up and do that. Had Contenders player Rocket. It's one of their initial teams playing, so they were kind of like a pretty good team, and then Rocket came in and kind of changed things around. And I remember screaming them early on because that was my team. And wow,
we're going into Oasis.
Yeah. Let me get into that here, guys.
Don't mute yourself. No, this is gonna have like 18 people in this chat.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Let's do
We're
it.
about to have
just Sleepy Gene. All right.
Come in at any moment. Was going to be with us in our last map, but you can't play and I was gonna try and find some alliteration there, but there's none. You can't play and talk, but just talking here for you, Sleepy G. Are you feeling a little bit better that your mind isn't just split between the two?
I don't think it would have made a difference if my mind was cut in half or my mind was whole, because 0 divided by 2 is still 0. So.
Well, you have at least one brain cell that's rubbing up against itself.
I mean, if you can find it for me, I'll be really grateful.
Actually, I think it's in my bag. Hang on.
Is it in your bag?
On there.
No. Oh. Where did I leave it?
I don't know, man. Yeah, I think you might have left it one of the.
The Hanzo, typical Hanzo players. They probably stole it.
Yeah. I mean, they do need them. They do need those brain cells desperately. There's a shortage at the Hanzo orphanage, as I like to call it.
Oh. Well, I'm here now, so that's.
There's a shortage in the Hanzo orphanage because nobody wants to adopt Hanzos.
Okay, so my main question for you is, what's your favorite anime?
My favorite anime? Huh. I mean, currently, I think the most recent one would have to be Spy X Family. Just really cute.
As
really
everyone, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Very original pick.
Yeah, it's original because it's cute. Like, you gotta admit, it's a very cute.
Oh, I love it. I'm teasing you.
No.
So here's a better question for the more cultured people in the audience, rather than this Eastern garbage that the people are watching. What's your favorite Western cartoon?
Oh,
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
That's a
Western cartoon.
Yeah, like Avatar: The Last Airbender is.
It's gotta be the favorite. I haven't watched it in a while, but back when I was a young lad.
BoJack Horseman, The Owl House has been incredible.
I would have to say it's gotta be when I was a young lad. Phineas and Ferb was definitely up there.
Ooh. That was a great show, yeah.
Phineas and Ferb. Oh, I missed that. I should watch that again. I recommend that for anyone that hasn't watched it.
I want to say I meant no offense with my Eastern garbage. I just meant anime, and if you like anime, then you're trash. That's all I meant.
Half of us in this Discord call have anime profile pictures, by the way.
Yeah, I will gladly go down with this shit.
All right.
Bye.
Well, since Ty is now canceled, everyone, we're gonna take this from here and talk about how great Spy X Family is, and of course how much I love that Reaper guy. Very special character here.
Yeah, the Reaper guy. I love him so much.
Sleepy G, you like the Reaper guy, right?
The Reaper guy?
Very special move.
What was his special move again?
Yeah, he has a special
Remember it.
move.
My brain cells. I told you I lost
game.
him, so you gotta help me out here.
Execute like 3 or 4 shots. Yeah.
Oh yeah. What was his special move? 2? Ah man, those 2 shotguns as well.
2 revolvers.
Honestly, they're like way more like shotguns.
They are, but they're kind of revolvers. But I think more interesting than the Reaper guy. Any ideas you might have that are more interesting than the Reaper guy for a potential hero? Anything possible? It can be overpowered, underpowered. It can be very niche.
What was that character?
What's your favorite ice cream?
My favorite.
One of them.
My favorite ice cream. Okay, now I have a very fancy take, not exactly fancy at all, and then a very basic one.
He likes vanilla.
Close.
Is it like
chocolate?
No, it's probably.
Nah, he's gonna hurt it. Alright, nah, it's okay.
Don't say anything bad.
No, Rocky Road, I don't like it.
Okay, but go on.
But you gotta, for me, like, it's gotta be the strawberry.
Okay.
Nice, sweet, refreshing. Rocky Road, I will put out there, is just not it.
I mean, is this like Ben and Jerry's strawberry, or are you buying like Safeway brand? Like, do you?
I mean,
all strawberry, or does it?
I think if I go with the store brand ones, it's gotta be like the strawberry. But if I go to like Ben and Jerry's, I'm getting something a little bit more fancy, maybe like a lemon sherbet or like rainbow.
Oh, lemon sherbet, I'm so
fancy. Yeah, I'm so
Rainbow
fancy.
sherbet.
Rocky Road is for the
You can. I honestly, this entire cast has showed me how limited Ty's palette is, and it's really fun.
Yeah, Rocky Road. I just like feel like, oh, that's like commoner stuff. Everyone goes with that. Because...
Rocky Road, cookies and cream, man. I like chocolate. I like chocolate.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Sorry,
I lost.
I kind of forgot how to speak for a minute. I meant I like chocolate with Reese's cups and Reese's Pieces.
You've woken me up a little bit.
Reese's Puffs. Eat 'em up, beat 'em up. Not sponsored. Not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
If you would like to sponsor Tranquility Gaming, you can email them below at, I don't know the email there, but you can go contact them. There's no email, but you just join the Tranquility Discord and contact Cavalier or Booth of its ice cream specifically. It's to sponsor Booth specifically. So.
Is this true? True Twitch manager and head of ice cream production.
Booth would love an ice cream sponsor.
This stream is sponsored by Round 1 Ice Cream. That is not true.
I want like an MLG kind of like screen where it's just blasting Ben and Jerry's like different like logos. Like,
I have a question for you guys. Do you eat with ice cream in a cone or in a cup?
Cup.
In a cup.
I do not like cones. I like cups.
Depends.
I think cones are messy and for the barbarians. I am a
actually. So I got this tie. You know what I like? The edible bowls. So not a cone.
But like a waffle bowl?
A kai bowl?
Yeah, like in a waffle bowl, yeah.
I can get behind that.
Kai bowls that they sell at Sweet Frog?
What is a sweet frog?
Yeah, what's a sweet frog?
What is a sweet frog?
Lord up in heaven, give me the strength not to slap a boy. You do not know Sweet Frog?
What's a sweet frog?
Do you know Johnny's Burritos?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, 2 of us can play this game.
I know Johnny Burritos.
Yeah, where is it, huh?
I don't know where it is. I just know what it is.
Sweet Frog.
How do you
cream
know
and
frozen
yogurt?
Yeah,
it's in Virginia. I'm on the.
Is that the only place?
Some of us, live on this huge country. We live on the other side of it.
It's me like you got inferiority complex, son.
Or we live on the better part.
I'm sorry that my side of the country.
Or we just live on the better part of the East Coast.
East Coast, Beast Coast, West
East Coast,
Coast,
Beast Coast, but Virginia, who mega lol.
Hey, at least I'm not West Virginia. Alright, get off.
That is true, I'll give you that.
Get off my back. Oh no, double shield! Double shield!
Oh no.
Okay, so I'm
Alright, it's over.
It's over. Look at them roll.
As long as there's no double shield, I'm feeling better. Feeling safe, sane.
The double shield is over now.
Oh
now
my
they have
God.
now red
Yeah,
team
it's
just has two
almost like
Sombras.
it's almost like a genuine brawl comp, except with 2 Sombras. And honestly, that sounds kind of terrifying. And now the Moira's dead, so no more, no Moira.
No,
Moira.
Yeah.
So,
wait, Sleepy G, what's your favorite Dutch Bros drink?
what are you talking about?
Where is he getting these questions? I can't even answer that because I don't know what that is.
You don't know what Dutch Bros is?
I
Oh,
don't.
it's
Unfortunately, do
almost like people have regional places. Thank you, Sleepy G.
What is Dutch Bro? Is that like some kind of European thing that I'm supposed to know about?
When it's West Coast, and no, it's like a coffee chain.
So I would like, if any of you happen to be in Virginia at any point, and you happen to be in the northern section of Virginia, which is, I'm happy to dox myself. It's where I live, Northern Virginia area. There is a place called Hot Chicken Kitchen. Again, not sponsored, obviously, but it is a place that has grown very dear to my heart in the past few months because they serve the best damn sandwich on the East Coast. Like that sandwich makes me feel a way a woman could never.
Oh, that's some pretty big words.
I'm not gonna make that joke. I'm not
gonna make a joke either. But
Emotionally.
I am. Oh god, I can't. Anyway, thinking about Dutch Bros. Bro, what is this luck? Dutch Bros. No, you should actually. Dutch Bros is a drive-through coffee place. It's pretty good.
Oh, so it's like Sonic, but it's coffee?
Or Starbucks, but with like
who goes like Sonic?
Like Sonic, but it's just coffee and it has a drive-through.
Oh, like the fast food burger chain.
Yeah, like McDonald's.
Oh,
so
you mean like Wendy's?
It's like Bed Bath and Beyond, but it sells coffee and there's a drive-through.
Oh, it's Bed Bath. Oh, so it's Bed Bath and Beyond, just but with a drive-through.
And it doesn't
I want
sell
to go to the Beyond section.
It's the Beyond section of Bed Bath and Beyond.
What about the and section? I think the and section of Bed Bath and Beyond is
That's where
kind
it
of
sells
underrated.
Sweeto burrito.
You know what also sells good burritos?
What?
Johnny's Burritos.
I'm sure.
That is a very, honestly, if anyone ever gets that reference, one, it would dox them because it's a very, very specific area. And two, giveaway entry. I should also do that. Giveaway entry. Boom, enter. Next season.
Oh, next season. Oh no.
Luck is not on your side.
So, Sleepy G, I just realized we're supposed to be interviewing you, and all we've been talking about is random restaurants that happen to be in our area.
Okay,
What's your favorite restaurant that's local to your area?
Local to my area.
Yeah.
So there's a hot pot place near me.
Ooh. Okay. Okay.
It's called Garden Shabu or something like that. It's like a Korean hot pot place. Very great.
Garden Shabu. Would Shabu be Japanese then?
Shabu is a Korean word, I think, or maybe it's originated in Japanese, but
yeah.
But it's like a Korean place.
Okay.
Very lovely. Lots of different meat. I'd have to say the biggest part, which isn't even related to the whole hot pot experience, is they have. Do you guys know what bingsu is? Like shaved ice, shaved ice. Yeah, they serve that there at the hot pot place too. It's like a creamy cheese bingsu.
Oh, okay.
It's actually pretty good. I do recommend if you've never had shaved ice before in general, you should always try shaved ice at least once in your life. I recommend the red bean.
Yeah, no, red bean's good.
Yeah, the red bean. For people that haven't had red bean, go for it because red bean is by far the best dessert, like sweet ever.
Oh wait, by the way, we didn't call it. Based on that last map, Indigo are our official Harmony Tier All-Stars champion, as they are now up 2-0 on Oasis. Congratulations to Indigo. Are you on Indigo, Sleepy G?
I was cheering and then I realized I'm not. I'm an arm.
Apologies. You have now lost.
You lose.
Let's go.
Anyway, talking about have you had Korean barbecue before?
Korean barbecue is the best. The best. Some people, I don't know why, but there's just some people that have never tried Korean barbecue in their lives. If you haven't had it,
cut them out of your life.
Shame. It's just
So,
absolute shame.
CPG, I'm gonna give you a factoid, a little factoid.
Oh,
that I
I'm
want you to-
always up for a factoid.
Yeah, a little factoid. I want you to think about it. If I remember correctly, the Overwatch player Dia, who by the way, my favorite player, he went 1,345 games without a single match win. All right? That already is insane. At least in the Overwatch League, he dominated contenders harder than proper. But so outside of that, now let it be known that was from season 1 to a couple weeks ago. The time between the previous support that has been released in Overwatch and Overwatch 2's release, 1,204 days. So only 100 days off between a player who was on an 0-40 team getting a win.
Was this supposed to be some kind of like conspiracy theory?
No.
Or
no,
just
no
say just a
conspiracy
fact?
Just a little factoid to show
He's
you.
trying
that-
to get something going. He's trying to say something, guys.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying that Blizzard, please.
So Blizzard's in on it. Got it. All right. So Blizzard made.
Please. I just want another support character.
Sleepy G, did you know that if you could play on Volskaya Industries?
Oh my
you
God!
look at
Don't
the
take my
statue
bait.
there,
Wait, I want to hear this.
They have the
It's my
statue on
bait.
Volskaya has eyelashes, and no other statue has eyelashes.
It's my.
Wait, which statue?
On Volskaya.
So on Volskaya Industries, the statue on first point on that little high ground is the only
Wait.
statue in Overwatch that has eyelashes.
No way.
Yes,
Yeah.
You're welcome for telling me that.
Yeah, it
I-
totally
now
was
that-
my thing
now that's
that
a
I've
fun
been doing
fact.
since 2019, by the way. So thank you for that, Zohan, taking my bit.
Yeah.
But,
well, that's
yeah.
a fun fact.
I have checked every statue in every game mode, including the deathmatch maps. Hi Finn, you're kind of gliding through the sky. I hope you're having fun. And Volskaya Industries, the only statue in the game that has eyelashes. I thought there was for a minute, but it turned
Are
out-
they like how? What are those eyelashes? Are they like long, like thick eyelashes?
Very long.
Thick? Very long.
How else would a statue have eyelashes? You think they're gonna be thin and short?
Hey, you never know. The statues. Hey, eyelashes
thought
come in all different shapes and sizes.
I mean, sure. But I thought there was another map. I'm sorry, that was rude. But I thought there was another map with the eyelashes, but it turns out they were just very thick eyebrows, and I forgot what eyelashes were.
Oh no. Well, I apologize. I don't know what I'm apologizing for, but I apologize.
Appreciate
You're doing wonderful.
Now I just wish my parents
I want to
would
apologize to you.
apologize.
Anyway, we're going into overtime, but luckily Orm were able to switch it off. So maybe just a bit of a consolation prize here. Sleep PG, what's your favorite moment of the season?
I mean, probably getting into semifinals, like knowing that I've actually like gotten this far on a role that I've never like played before. I think it was just like a little proud moment. It's like, hey, first time on the roll, and I did so well. You know, I would say that was probably my proudest moment. It was just making it deep into the bracket.
Yeah, and you did have a fantastic run, by the way. 3 match wins with, I believe you had some struggles, but you kind of just went from this, what was it, the 3rd seed, and ended up all the way into that semifinals match against GP, who just happened to be the better team that day, which, you know, sometimes it happens. You know, sometimes a team is just on a hot streak, and it's slightly hotter than yours. For example, Season 2 playoffs. I remember it for being the season where Hangzhou had a crazy red hot streak, but Shock 4-0'd everybody ever, and it went from the most competitive season of all time to the least competitive season of all time in 4 matches.
I remember watching that game. I was
That
so
Team 9
excited.
changed everything.
Yeah. Gosh,
Well, you know,
I
coming
miss
into this-
Goats.
You miss Goats?
I do miss Goats. It was
Yeah.
fun playing Goats today. Brought back feelings in me that I haven't felt in a long time.
Probably going to be your last time playing Goats on the broadcast.
No.
Or just make your own broadcast.
Yeah, make your own broadcast. Do it right now. You have until October 4th to organize an entire tournament with exclusively Goats and see how many people join. The one last ride tournament.
Yeah, that
We
sounds
have-
like something that I can't do because, you know.
Well, we are finished with the game. And officially, Indigo are your Harmony Tier champions. And it's just
straight up on thanks for watching. We're just done. We're
Oh,
not.
we're done. We're going home.
We're just.
Booth is
we're
tired.
We're done.
We started at
Booth is
8.
done.
We're
Booth
going
wants us
home.
to finish. But yeah,
quick.
Sleepy, thank you so much for joining us. Anything
It's
final
been
things
an
you want to say?
absolute pleasure.
Sleepy, real quick, before you go and before you say your final words, who was your MVP of the night?
It has. You have to say Booth.
Do I have to
No,
say
it has
Booth?
to be a player. Has to be a player.
Has to be a player.
Yeah.
Well, I'd have to give it for Drug, my team.
Oh, what a shame! What a shame! Sleepy G disconnected.
All right. Well, it's, of course,
that's so
the MVP of the night is Booth.
I actually
any
disagree.
final
I
question?
think it'd be more. Sleepy G's gone. I think Jonesy was also not. I was hoping Booth would kick me there because that'd be funny, but he didn't. He wasn't ready to just boot me from the cast like that. I'm too valuable. But anything else you want to say, Zohan?
That's it for us. Come back tomorrow where we have way more games that I totally thought one of them was going to be on Friday. And until next time, this has been Overwatch Tranquility All-Stars. Bye.
「事実は小説よりも奇なり」